So I am going to teach you some of my favorite exercises to make less imbalances in my body. In jiu-jitsu, a lot of time we do a lot of things on one side. Therefore, we shouldn't really, well, I don't want to say shouldn't, but for the most part, we don't really need to stretch on both sides. One side is going to be chronically tightened. One is going to be a little bit more lengthened for the most part, especially if you do jiu-jitsu, as I do. A lot of people are very internally rotated, and we kind of have like little baby hunchbacks. If you look at most jiu-jitsu people, they're in this position all the time. So that comes from being very defensive, very crouched in, very safe position, but it is not very great for our body. So we get stuck here a lot of the time. So we got to think of opening that. And a great way to do that is we can just start rotation out, rotation. You can do both hands, one hand. Just a couple exercises that I really like. And back and forth. You can pause and kind of like feel that strength, like lengthening. Take some breaths. Good way to get some mindful moments in. Really feel the strengthening, opening. Maybe like popping your shoulder a little forward, pulling it back, pushing it out to the side. See what feels good, see what you feel most. Back and forth. I like that one. Another one I like, put your fingers as wide as you can make them. You can forward. Then you can bring them towards you. Same thing, try to get them. Like a lot of people, they're very inflexible. Work on getting it towards your body. Fingers nice and wide open. Really helps open everything up in your forearms, which we use a lot of. To the sides, you can put your arms out a little bit more. Drive your shoulder down. I sometimes like to do a circle because it just feels kind of good. Maybe one way, maybe the other. Play with it, you'll like it. Some people like it one way, some people like it another way. You can also get wider. I don't have a lot of space in here. Down. You can think of looking like upward to really get a stretch from that shoulder. Upward. Yeah, so those ways. And then you can try not to put too much weight in at the start, but this is really good for wrist locks. Blue belt and up. You can do it towards you. You can do it to the side. Open up your fingers nice and wide. Same thing, really get those. I have all of my weight on my hips, not on my hands. If I put all my weight on my hands, I really start to feel it crunching. Then you can do some nice circles one way. I'm like going super fast. You can stop it and you'll put your timer on 30 seconds to a minute. Nice kind of like rotation one way, the other way. I love baby circles. You can put your thumb down, thumb open, really rotate one way, rotate the other way. Start with small circles, work towards big circles. If you do like arm circles, even for a minute, it gets really tiring. Keeping the sternum up and elevated, maybe getting a towel, grabbing, thinking of opening the chest. I personally like to look up and down, maybe to the right, chin lifts, chin tucks towards the shoulder. I'm sorry you can't see my head me doing it. Pretend I'm grabbing, so I like to go down, up, but opened up. So that is 4 minutes of a little bit of upper body and forearms and wrists. I hope you like it.